The Dead Sea Scrolls, a set of ancient Jewish writings, were discovered in caves near the Dead Sea in the mid-1900s. These scrolls, which are over 2,000 years old, include some of the earliest known versions of the Bible and other ancient texts. Their discovery was groundbreaking because on top of validating the Bible as being unchanged over time, other writings discovered alongside have given us a much better understanding of early Jewish beliefs. This probably won't shock you with the various different translations floating around today, but when I said that the Bible is unchanged, I'm not referring to the translation. Ancient Hebrew is a behemoth of a language. Many words have multiple meanings, which is one reason we see the variance in the translations that exist today. Many times the differences are insignificant, but let's look at one of the most mistranslated passages in Scripture. Let's take a look at Deuteronomy 32:8, and let's use a very popular translation, NIV. When the Most High gave the nations their inheritance, when he divided all mankind, he set up boundaries for the peoples according to the number of the sons of Israel. For the Lord's portion is his people, Jacob his allotted inheritance. At face value, nothing seems out of the ordinary, but check this out. When did Yahweh divide all mankind? If you said the Tower of Babel, you are correct. Well, Houston, we have a problem. When the nations were divided and the boundaries set up, Israel didn't even exist yet as a nation. We don't see Israel established for another 21 chapters down in Genesis 32. So is my Bible wrong? If we take a look at this same verse again in the English Standard Version, which has been updated based on the Dead Sea Scrolls, things start to make more sense. When the Most High gave to the nations their inheritance, when he divided mankind, he fixed the borders of the peoples according to the number of the sons of God. But the Lord's portion is his people, Jacob his allotted heritage. Yahweh didn't divide the nations by the number of the sons of Israel and then take his portion. That doesn't even make sense. This says he divided the nations and put his divine beings in charge of these nations, hoping they would do a good job leading these nations to follow Yahweh. Spoiler alert, they didn't do a good job, and that is what led God to establishing Israel as his nation of priests. While it might not seem important, this is a perfect example of how a one-word mistranslation can make a huge difference. Thanks for stopping by today. If you enjoyed this, make sure to check out my page for more content. And just remember to keep studying that scripture.